Dorsey's Music World. They're singing in history and musical literacy. Mr. Dorsey's Music World. We're living the dream starts here.
Hi everybody, welcome to Mr. Dorsey's Music World 5th grade music lesson number 1. What are we going to do today? Let's find out. We're going to be doing 5 activities today. The first is a solfege warm-up song using low so and low la, the Appalachian folk song Johnson Boys. Then we're going to do an American round called One Bottle of Pop. Then we're going to move on to a cultural song from Mexico, La Bamba. Then we're going to do a Move It using the Minute Waltz. And then we're going to do a music literacy lesson using the dotted quarter 8th note rhythm. Okay, so our solfege song today is Johnson Boys. It's an Appalachian mountain folk song. I'll say it first, you echo after me, then I'll sing it, you echo after me, and then we'll sing it all together. Johnson boys went to the mountains. Johnson boys didn't mean to stay. They come back broke and hungry. Had no money for to pay their way. Had no money for to pay their way. All right, so now I'm going to sing it and you echo after me. Johnson boys went to the mountains. Johnson boys didn't mean to stay. They come back broke and hungry. Had no money for to pay their way. Had no money for to pay their way. Okay, let's sing it together. I'll still play the melody. 1, 2, ready and sing. Johnson boys went to the mountain. Johnson boys didn't mean to stay. They come back broke and hungry. Had no money for to pay their way. Had no money for to pay their way. So that's a very short part of this song. There's a lot more to it, but when I do a warm-up song, a solfege warm-up song in my class, I keep it to one verse or one section of the song. So now this time I'm going to add the chords. All right, I'm going to play the chords. You sing. Here we go. 1, 2, ready and sing. Johnson boys went to the mountains. Johnson boys didn't mean to stay. They come back broke and hungry. Had no money for to pay their way. Had no money for to pay their way. 1 bottle of pop, 2 bottles of pop, 3 bottles of pop, 4 bottles of pop, 5 bottles of pop, 6 bottles of pop, 7 bottles of pop, pop. Don't throw your junk in my backyard, my backyard, my backyard. Don't throw your junk in my backyard, my backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, my backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, pepper, 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 salt. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, pepper, 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 salt. What did you notice about what you just saw and heard? Other than there were 4 Mr. Dorseys. We got that. Okay, yes. So there were 4 different people, but they were singing the same song, and they were starting at different places. That is called a round. So we're going to learn that round right now. Okay, so echo after me. 1 bottle of pop, 2 bottles of pop, 3 bottles of pop, 4 bottles of pop, 5 bottles of pop, 6 bottles of pop, 7 bottles of pop, pop. Don't throw your junk in my backyard. My backyard, my backyard. Don't throw your junk in my backyard. My backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar. Vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar. Pepper, 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 salt. Okay, let's sing it together. 1, 2, 3, 1, here we go. 1 bottle of pop, 2 bottles of pop, 3 bottles of pop, 4 bottles of pop, 5 bottles of pop, 6 bottles of pop, 7 bottles of pop, pop. Don't throw your junk in my backyard, my backyard, my backyard. Don't throw your junk in my backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, pepper, 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 salt. So, Mr. Dorsey, how am I supposed to do a round if I'm all by myself? Great question, whoever just asked that. But seriously, I'm going to put the video of me performing the round in 3 parts next in the video. And you can go back and forth between that, and you can sing along with the first Mr. Dorsey first, the second Mr. Dorsey next, and then the last Mr. Dorsey, and try it. Start, not being first all the time. Try being last, try being second, and see if you can keep up and listen. Okay? 1 bottle of pop, 2 bottles of pop, 3 bottles of pop, 4 bottles of pop, 5 bottles of pop, 6 bottles of pop, 7 bottles of pop, pop. Don't throw your junk in my backyard, my backyard, my backyard. Don't throw your junk in my backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, my backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, pepper, 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 salt. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, pepper, 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 salt.
Mr. Dorsey's Music World History Minute.
La Bamba is a traditional Mexican folk song from the state of Veracruz. It was most often used in weddings. In 1958, Richard Valenzuela, who used the stage name Richie Valens, recorded a rock and roll version of La Bamba that made it to number 22 on the music charts. Years later, in 1987, the song was re-recorded by the California band Los Lobos for a movie about Richie Valens. This version went all the way to number 1.
Mr. Dorsey's Music World History Minute.
Okay, echo after me. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mí, para ti. Allá arriba, allá arriba. Allá arriba, arriba. Por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero. Soy capitán, soy capitán. And then the word bamba a bunch of times. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba. Se necesita una poca de gracia. una poca de gracia. Para mí, para ti. Ay, arriba y arriba. Ay, arriba y arriba. Por ti seré. Por ti seré. Por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero. Soy capitán. Soy capitán. Soy capitán. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. Bam.
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia para mí, para ti. Ay, arriba y arriba, ay, arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia para mí, para ti. Ay, arriba y arriba, ay, arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba.
All right, our next activity is a move it. So it's some choreography or dance moves to a classical piece of music. This is like a John Feierabend thing. So everybody stand up and let's participate.
It's time to move it, move it. Mr. Dorsey's Music World Literacy Lesson.
My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. In the song America, there's a couple spots where there are two sounds in two beats, but they are uneven. Liber, liber. So, what's that called, and what does it look like? Let's find out.
When we hear two uneven sounds that last for two beats, they look like this. The first symbol is a dotted quarter note, and the second symbol is an eighth note. We already know what a regular quarter note is and 1/8 note. A quarter note is one beat, and an eighth note is 1/2 of a beat. So wait a second, Mr. Dorsey. How do we get that other half a beat? Well, that's where the dot comes in. So the dot adds half the value of the note it's next to. So since the quarter note is one beat, it's going to add another half a beat to it. So now the dotted quarter note is 1 1/2 beat, and the eighth note is a half a beat. And the syllables I use is ta, ti, ta, ti. Okay, so now we're going to read through these 8 patterns, and then we're going to go back and name the symbols afterwards. All right, so here we go. And I'm going to leave 4 beats of space after each symbol. So if you're not comfortable reading it yet, you can listen to me do it once and then echo it in the empty 4 beats. Here we go. Ready and go. Cinco patatita. Cinco patatati. Cinco patatitati. Ta ti ta ti ta. Cinco pata. Cinco pata. Ta ti ta. Ta ti takatikita. Now we're going to go back and look at each pattern and name the symbols. So here we go. First pattern is syncopa, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, followed by 2 eighth notes and a quarter note. Next pattern, syncopa again, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, followed by a quarter note and 2 eighth notes. Third pattern, syncopa, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, followed by 2 eighth notes and 2 eighth notes. Next pattern, dotted quarter note, eighth note, 2 eighth notes, quarter note. Next pattern, syncopa, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, followed by a half note. Next pattern, syncopa, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note, quarter note, quarter rest. Next pattern, dotted quarter note, eighth note, quarter note, quarter rest. Last pattern, dotted quarter note, eighth note, 4/16 notes, quarter note. All right, everybody, that's it for lesson 1. All right, we made it. So, boys and girls who are my students, you can watch this as much as you want. For those of you who are new to Mr. Dorsey's Music World, I'd watch this about 3 times. It's pretty short. Over a couple of days, really get the songs down before you move on to lesson 2. Parents and students, make sure to like and subscribe to Mr. Dorsey's Music World YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook page, also Mr. Dorsey's Music World, because I am such a social media influencer, like a Kardashian or something. No. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you real soon.
Mr. Dorsey's Music World. They're singing in history and musical literacy. Mr. Dorsey's Music World. We're living the dream starts here.